Yeah.
Man, you can just say.
No, it's we both gotta say it together.
Oh, that's lame.
No, it's not. I don't want to do the most. Cut the video.
You're the truth. I've been missing you. Oh, yeah. It's no brand new girl. Oh, yeah. I'm still stuck on you. Been missing you. I've been missing you. Yeah. Girl, it isn't so new. Without you, I just lose. I've been missing.
What's up, y'all? Hello. Today, KeShaun has on this button up and this nice watch, and I have on makeup and my hair kind of done and jewelry because we just came from my sister's wedding. Her and James. They got married. Hashtag the Westleys. So yeah, it was really fun. So I'm just gonna like take this stuff off now. But today we're going to talk about pay attention.
Oh, bad. I'm watching the Duke vs. Clemson game. Love you guys, though.
We're going to talk about the movie Bird Box. Because I've been watched it.
Stupid.
But KeShaun hasn't watched it recently. I mean, he just watched it recently. And so now we're going to talk about our reaction or reflection on it.
You go first.
Why?
You go what I said.
Because you're just going to repeat what I say. Basically the same thing. Basically,
I'm trying to be like you.
Basically the same thing. Basically what she just said.
You know what? Shut up!
Why your forehead fat?
But it's okay. I'll stop right there. But anyways.
Right. You're caught up.
So, I look so ugly. I'm sorry. Yeah, I look like baby. So I feel like I personally feel like the movie was really good, and then I watched it before it got like real big and everybody was talking about it, so I watched it. I thought it was dope. All of a sudden everybody was talking about it and people posting like different things, like how they felt about it or whatnot, like, you know, good things and bad things. So a lot of people like my sister-in-law, this twin, said at first she was like, it's stupid, it didn't have no point to it, and I was like, no. So I'm trying to explain to her, tagging her and stuff on Facebook, because the movie was really good. It had a bigger message to it. It was really like spiritual or something, like your faith or the things that you are most afraid of is the things that you can't even see. And that was a lot of what had happened in the movie. It was like the stuff that people were afraid of, or they were seeing a dead loved one. So it was either, I think they said it was something you fear the most, somebody you love the most, or something like that, you know, different things. That I think it's just crazy because they all saw different things. Everybody that hit themselves, that saw it, whatever it was, had said different things. Like, for example, in the beginning when her sister killed herself, before that, you remember, you noticed they was talking about the horse a lot or whatever.
Really, nigga?
They was talking about the horse a lot, and then yeah, she was like, oh my god, what is that? Woo. But she never said like mom or dad or horse, you know. But then the other lady that has, when what's her name had got out the car,
Of course.
But what's her name got out the car, she was like, mom, and then not got out the car, wasn't finna go in the house, she was like, mom, and then she got in the car and that car was on fire.
Mom? Please don't go.
So my perspective on the movie is that it was really good, and it goes beyond what was like shown. Like, it showed that you can't always go based off of what you see. You gotta have faith. You just gotta trust God and just know that everything is gonna work out if you just listen to the right thing. They just listen to the voices. I'm gonna preach.
God's gonna have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole.
They just listen to the voices. I mean, the birds. They didn't listen to them voices. And even though them voices sounded like people, or sound like people that were familiar to them, just because it's familiar don't make it right necessarily. So yeah. Stop. Just because it's familiar, it don't make it right. So just because it was a familiar voice, especially, oh my God, especially at the end when she thought she heard Tom's voice and he was like, Mallory, and she was like, because it was like, that was a familiar voice. That was a voice I had been wanting to hear at that. Something I wanted to, something I had been expecting. Something that I find comfort in. Yet it wasn't even real. It wasn't even gonna work out in my favor. It wasn't gonna work out in my, good for me. Cause if she would have just looked, and he kept saying, look at me, Mallory, look at me. And if she would have took one little peek, she would have been out of there just like that. Her kids would have made it, because they either would have looked or they would have been lost somewhere and would have eventually looked or got killed or whatever the case was. But I think it was really good. Plus the end was really, really deep, because all that time they went to this place and finally to come to the school of the blind. And a lot of the people that was in there was blind, and they were safe. And it's funny because it was the people that couldn't see. And so because they couldn't see, the demon or spirit or whatever it was didn't affect them, because they couldn't even see it. And I think that's kind of good. So don't always discount your disability. Don't always discount what you don't have going on for you right now, because that might be able to get you to where you need to be, your safe place.
I'm sorry if y'all catch me yawning a lot. I'm like super tired.
I'm bored.
Huh?
I'm bored.
Nah, there's a lot today.
I'm tired too the whole time. If we sound drained or real low like a man, if I sound like I smoke cigarettes or something. Yeah, true.
Best up to Jermaine, my boy. Y'all protect y'all loved ones, man. Y'all keep them close. Stay out of harm's way. Stay to yourselves. Just get to the money.
Safety.
Stay with your family. Huh? Bird Box was really stupid.
Get out of my house.
It was a good movie. It was deeper than what the eyes can see.
Literally, because they couldn't even see.
This is a raid! I can't see, you can't see. So what?
I think I start off with the bad part. The only stupid thing to me, just because it was a movie, was that like it didn't even explain necessarily what the evil was. Like, if you ever watch a Marvel movie or like any movies, really, like you always know who the villain is. You always know, like they always explain, like when the movie started, it just started. She was pregnant. Then everybody just started going crazy. Like they showed what was happening on the news, but they didn't necessarily explain or let it build up to the evil spirits even coming over there.
Like it just wasn't there, then it was.
Yeah, then it was like the same day. Like, so that was the only bad thing to me. They could have story told just a little bit more, but other than that, like trying to necessarily, I think they were just trying to send a message of it don't matter what you can do, what you can't do, as long as you have the will. And let God lead you, like the birds was God or something, or like the Holy Spirit or whatever. And like they was leading them to where they needed to go, or like not even leading them where they needed to go, but necessarily just leading them, like every time, like warning them. Not even necessarily, like, cause sometimes like they weren't never necessarily warning them, like literally telling them, oh, here comes the evil spirits, or here comes whatever it was. But like all they started doing was chirping. So like it kind of shows how like God sometimes not even like he won't even sometimes literally tell you what's going on or who's coming or what it is that's coming. But at the same time, he'll give you signs, or he'll give you a feeling, or he'll give you signals that it's coming, or that something bad is about to happen, or whatever, trying to warn you to get out of there. But I don't know. I forgot. I was finna say something. I forgot. It's dumb. I'm out of there. I'm ready to go sleep. Mine was decent. It was a good movie. What was I finna say? Hey, bro.
A lot of people said they was upset. Y'all expecting somebody?
No.
We not either.
See who it is.
What was it?
No, because we don't know who it is. Oh, it's my mama. Oh, here's somebody talking.
Approximately 10 hours later.
But like I was saying, till I was really interrupted. Nah, I was really interrupted. Her mama just came and brought her some stuff. But it was a lot of deeper meanings to the bird box. Also, it shows how trust is really just a word. You know, you gotta trust what people say. You gotta trust what people do. Sometimes you can't trust that because ain't no telling. Like even with the crazy man that came in the house, you know, the girl, like they all trusted him coming in. Besides the old guy, the old drunk guy, but like, you know, he seemed like he was desperate just to, you know, be safe, but he really wasn't. He was trying to get to him. He was trying to destroy what they had, and you know, make them see the spirits too and kill them.
But like that also go to show that everybody is different because like with the same situation. Ow! With the same, that's my bad knee. I'm just kidding, no, it's not.
Boy, if you don't get...
But with the same situation, like the pregnant lady came in and she was desperate and they let her in. She was trustworthy, she was fine. The man, the crazy man, he said the same thing. Please, I got a blindfold. They're chasing me. Ooh. He was desperate. And the girl said, the one that let him in, she said, I understood how it felt to be in that situation because I was like that. I was outside of that door desperate to get in.
Mm-hmm.
But then she let him in and then he wrecked things and he tried to kill them. Pretty much he killed all of them. Or had them kill themselves basically. But that goes to show that everybody is different. Some people do need help and some people don't. Some people just need attention or some people just want to be around. You know, like, it just goes to show different things because they said the same thing. They both literally said the same thing. And you gotta be careful with that. Even when you're like, I know what it feels like to be in this. But they may not have the same outcome as you. They may not have the same background story as you. She was a woman that was pregnant. Her husband, I believe, was in the war. She said, I was spoiled all my life. This was a man that came from a crazy home. You know what I mean? Like, that's different stories. So everybody can say, people can say the same thing and it be two totally different stories. That don't mean they'll have the same outcome.
But no, that's what I was gonna say. How he is the enemy or whatever you want to call it, the spirit, the dark spirit or whatever. But the dark spirit was saying things that happened, like it was becoming people that was from the past or things that they loved. Mostly that was from the past, and it was like, I think one thing that I got out of it really just right now, really, that I just thought about was that a lot of times people will like go back to the past and like, or something to pop up from the past, and they'll just automatically run to it when God, or you know, even when your destiny is just telling you, come on, G. I feel like it's a lot of times that where people just like they'll go back to their old ways, or like somebody hit you up, you know, from your past, or somebody you know, or you'll see somebody and they'll be like, man, let's chill, blah blah. When God is telling you, no, that's danger, don't do it because you're going to find yourself where you were. And my guy, Jonathan McReynolds, said, in your cycles, you know, because you didn't cut that off or you didn't get away from it, you still especially fond of the past, of what happened, instead of searching for where you need to go, where you need to be, and following what God called you to be or your destiny. So I feel like that's what that was showing, like, and like even with Sandra Bullock, like it was showing like, even though she really didn't experience really the spirit or whatever it was, because she kept her blindfolds on, she more like, at the same time, she was always fighting, always trying to, She was focused the whole movie. Like, no, we cannot. My babies, me, we cannot see the spirit. Like, we gotta we gotta keep our blindfolds on, and we gotta keep moving no matter what. So, that's what sometimes you gotta do. You gotta keep your blindfold on to certain people. Because you see, she took it off. Like, she could take it off when she was talking to her kids or the people that was trying to help her survive. So the people that are trying to help you survive, take your blindfolds off to and let them help you. But the people that's trying to, which is most of the time people that's in your path, you know, keep them in your path and don't take your blindfold off to them, or they're going to capture you and they're going to kill you.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
If it's not physically, it's most likely mentally and spiritually. That's one thing I got out of it. That's on the deeper side, or spiritual side, or whatever you want to say. So it was good on the message-wise, but like storytelling-wise, to me it was garbage. They could have did a better job of explaining, or just letting it build up to the chaos instead of just. But I mean, some people actually like that though, where it's just like boom, it's happening like this. But like, I don't know.
It kind of seemed like it was a part 2 to something, versus this was the first. Like, it seemed like it was Bird Box. What we watched was Bird Box 2.
Right.
Like, we already know what the storyline was.
Right. Instead of it just, okay, we gonna take y'all here, then we go. Like, it was just, and then like, I think they probably tried to do that with the, you know, how they played the very first scene is actually in the movie, like when you towards the end or whatever, as they telling the story. But at the same time, it's like, I'd rather you just, you know, like how like, I don't want to like compare these movies together, but it's kind of like how Friday is. Friday is like, it literally takes you throughout the whole day, and it's a storytelling, and it builds up, rises, and it falls. Like, that's like storytelling. Like, everybody knows storytelling. But yeah. All right, that's all we got, Shorty.
That's all for today. Ooh. That's all for today, kids. Heart is like this.
Heart, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, get our views up. Show us some love as we show y'all some love. You know, comment what y'all think about the video. Let us know what y'all think about the video, what y'all think about Bird Box, what we should talk about. Give some topics, some things that we could do, some pranks, whatever y'all want to see. We'll do it as long as it ain't involves me jumping off a bridge or her jumping off a bridge or something like that. We good. Hashtag.
Hashtag Stevens Movement. Excuse me.
Hashtag Stevens Movement. Hashtag Maya and KeShaun. Hashtag KeShaun and Maya. Hashtag KM.
Hashtag Team Maya. Hashtag Team Shay.
No. Team KeShaun. Bro. I won't say no. I don't want to see nothing about no Shay. For now. But, yeah. Until next time, guys. Love you guys. Bye.